Central Illinois is the CI in CI Living.
Are gaining in popularity, and with increased interest, consumers have plenty of questions about the newest EVs on the market and the innovations and technology behind them. Joining us today is auto expert Brian Moody of Autotrader, who is teaming up with Polestar, the Swedish performance EV automaker, to share the latest EV information and trends. All right, Brian, glad to have you here with us today. Let's dive right in. Looks like you're standing in front of an EV yourself. Are you seeing an increase in popularity of electric vehicles here in the U.S.?
Yes, we know that more people are considering electric cars. In fact, in 2023, Autotrader expects the sales of new electric cars to reach 1 million. That's a mark that we haven't seen before. And to meet that need, many automakers, Polestar, for example, they are expanding to meet consumer demand. They're going to have 7 new stores throughout the Southeast, and they're going to do that in just 7 months because they can see what's coming is that more people are going to be looking at electric cars, and the demand is going to increase, so they are rising to the occasion to meet that demand.
Yeah, well, I'm curious behind maybe the appeal. I know there's a lot of benefits to it, but how have you seen electric vehicles improve over the years as maybe part of the appeal?
One of the ways that we see electric vehicles improving is just that they now have more compelling designs. They look like desirable cars. They look like the kind of car that you want, not the kind of car that you feel like you have to get. So maybe a few years back, maybe a couple of decades or so, electric cars looked kind of like small, boxy, maybe dorky hatchbacks. Today, they look like what they are, premium performance vehicles. And that's changing as time goes by. Also, range is being added. So cars like Polestar, it's easy to find one with a range of about 300 miles. So
Wow.
Those are some of the big changes.
Yeah, I always appreciate when a car has some good range and you don't have to stop on those long road trips as often. What is your prediction for the future of electric cars?
Well, one thing that we're going to see with regard to electric vehicles is they're going to have to add some SUVs. Most people, most American families prefer SUVs. So, for example, if we stick with the example of Polestar, they're going to have the Polestar 3 sometime next year, and that will be a fully electric SUV. Most Americans have shown through current buying habits and trends that what they really want is an SUV. Once we have electric SUVs, you'll see more and more American families jumping in because it suits their needs best.
Yeah, and I think some families before going electric, may ask the question of why go electric. But what do you see as the future for electric specifically in the automotive world?
Well, a lot of things are going to have to change. We're going to have more charging options, and we're going to have more SUVs. And there's just going to be more variety, more automakers, more models. So sometimes you see maybe an automaker with 1 or 2 models. They're going to have to expand their lineup and offer more and more electric cars to meet consumer demand. But another thing I think is that people shouldn't look at electric cars as some kind of a threat. They should look at it as an extra consumer choice. If you don't want one, that's fine. But there are many people that it will work well for. They're quick, they're quiet, and today's electric cars, like this Polestar that you see behind me, they're also very good looking.
Yeah, you can definitely see that in the one that is behind you there. Okay, if someone has been listening to this and thinking, gosh, I think this might be a logical move for me, what is your #1 tip to that person when considering an EV purchase?
Consider what your price point is. Oftentimes with electric cars, we see the more range you buy, the more price you're going to pay. People don't always need as much range as they think they do. So assess your needs. What are your day-to-day driving habits? Do you need 300, 400, 500-mile range? Probably not. But think of it this way. When it comes to range, the more there is, the more you're going to pay. If you can get by with less range, then the price of that car is going to be a little bit low. It's oftentimes an option on a car like this. You want to buy extra range or extra motor so it's more performance. Those things are all going to cost money.
Well, the one we're looking on right on our screen was absolutely a beautiful car, a beautiful model. So a great option. I'm sure a lot of people are thinking, hey, it looks nice. It seems great. This might be a move for me. If someone is thinking that, where can people go to learn more information?
Well, we've been talking about these Polestar cars quite a bit, so you can go to Polestar.com and find some information. You can even configure the SUV, a Polestar 3, so when that becomes available. But also for car reviews and just great tips and advice on buying and selling of all kinds, go to Autotrader.com.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your time here today, Brian. Definitely very cool to learn about. I know we touched on some important questions that a lot of people may have, so we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, if you are interested in learning more about Polestar or maybe just electric vehicles in general, we'll connect you over on our website after today's show. And we do thank Polestar for sponsoring our segment this afternoon.